Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich with me, Alpha by Omega, and German Empire. So, in the previous episode we have gone through all of the basics, the strategies, the units, their templates, the future plans for expansion. And today we are going to unpause the game, but I just wanted to show you first the names that I have chosen and the reorganization that I've done to the fleet so that we are up to par. So first of all, I have put the names to the 5 armies that we have: the Army Corps Deutschland, or Army Corps Germany, which is split into 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th Infantry Army, and then we have the 5th Panzer Army or Tank Army, which is very small, but it's gonna expand pretty quickly. And then I went ahead and I created a Colonial Army, which is consisting of the Colonial Cavalry, and then we have the Festungskommando, which are the weaker units that we have as a defensive force in our colonies. We also have the Spezialeinheit, which is special units. Right now we only have the Marine Division there, but we're gonna add probably some Mountaineers and other units depending on what the terrain is going to require from us. I've also went through the Navy and reorganized it. So we have the Hochseeflotte, which comprises of 3 main fleets, the Erste, Zweite and Dritte Schlachtgeschwader, which will be our 3 main fleets that we are going to upgrade and that are going to protect us against enemy forces. And then we have the Ostafrika Geschwader. We already talked about it in the first episode. Those are going to be important to us as well, but we are going to send there the weaker older ships that we no longer need. And then we have the Erste Kaiserreich Flotte, which is consisting of 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th Torpedo Flotilla. And then we have the U-boats Flotilla, which consists of 7 U-boat or submarine fleets. These were all without admirals last time we checked, but we now have the correct admiral. Erich Raeder is taking command of the High Seas Fleet. Ostafrika Geschwader is being commanded by Admiral Hermann Boehm. The Kaiserreich Flotte, so those are the torpedo boats, is being commanded by Rolf Karls, and Admiral Karl Dönitz is taking care of the submarines. So cool. I think that with that said, there's nothing else that we need to do here before we unpause the game, so we can actually start. So without further ado, let's unpause the game and see what's gonna go. So right off the bat, the Constitution of the German Kaiserreich. After the crushing defeat of the Second French Empire by forces of the North German Federation, our constitution was signed in 1871 by representatives of the Federation and 4 other states in southern Germany. The new constitutional framework integrated the southern states into the Prussian-led Federation, thus giving the enlarged entity a new identity as the Deutsches Reich. According to the constitution, the empire is a federation of 25 German states. The title of Bundespräsidium, or Federation President, was held by the King of Prussia, a figure now invested with the title of German Emperor. The Emperor directly appoints the Chancellor, the head of the government and chairman of the Bundesrat, the Council of Representatives of the German states. Laws are enacted by both the Bundesrat and the Reichstag, the lower house imperial diet elected by male Germans above the age of 25 years. With an option to dissolve the Reichstag on a whim, it is clear that the main political power in the German Empire actually rests not in Reichstag, elected by the people, but in the hands of the non-elected German Emperor. Another issue is the Prussian free-class voting system, which has remained mostly unchanged since 1849. Over 60 years after the founding of the Kaiserreich, the liberals and social democrats are growing increasingly disgruntled with the status quo, and our constitution may need revision soon to help us weather the upcoming turbulence. A constitution guarantees stability at least, so does this actually points us towards the restructuring? The Eastern Promises, ban French organization, Christian trade union. Yeah, finalize centralization or restore the Bundesrat, women suffrage, final reforms. Okay, so we'll have to go through this one as well. And because of the trade, most likely, and our puppets, we got extra factories right off the bat. Okay. So let's start building one military factory in Brandenburg. I mean, this is just a temporary solution because I'm telling you the Black Monday, is it? Yeah, Black Monday is gonna hit us like a bag of rocks very soon. So there isn't much that we want to or can do with that. Okay, our daily gain of fuel has significantly increased. And how is that? Azerbaijan and Montenegro. So why is Azerbaijan actually giving us the fuel? That's interesting. I had no idea that we would gain that. Okay. So the assassination of President Kerensky. Kerensky has just been shot and killed while on the way to Senate. The assailant was taken down by the police, but their goal and intention remains unknown. Despite his massive unpopularity among the Russian people due to botched land reform and ineffective rule, Kerensky was nevertheless able to hold the country together for years, and his death has thrown Russia into chaos. They already have a new... No, they still have Alexander Kerensky as the leader of Russia. Senators are already discussing a possible replacement to Kerensky. New coalitions are being formed both between the left and the right, while military men like Wrangler and Kornilov are just one step away from intervening to dissolve democracy and save Mother Russia. Actually, are there... Political stabilization... Yeah, they have a bunch of options to go through. I don't know what the chances are, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. And actually, while we're doing this, I would like to move the cavalry. Let's move 2 of you to Madagascar, 1 of you what's going on? Oh, you're probably not in the port. Okay, wait. You guys are already on the way, so let's move all of you to Rostock and we're gonna send you on your way. Voting rights in the Navigation Council. Navigation cities were formed in 1928 as a result of the Americans intervening in a Japanese-Chinese conflict that was going to spill over in open war between ourselves and the Japanese. When a passenger train was attacked by Chinese warlords, America saw the opportunity to mediate not only in order to create a more permanent solution to the instability in the East, but also enshrine the open door policy in China, which allows all powers equal access to Chinese markets. Consisting of all official concessions in China, as well as 30-mile neutral zone, the vacation cities, officially known as the International Mandate for the Chinese Concessions, also host a forum, the Vacation Council, for the various powers with interest in China to resolve disputes and work together. As the foremost European power in the East, we naturally are able to vote on the Council and further our Eastern agenda. Perfect arrangement. Actually, I haven't looked at the vacation cities in a while. Okay, so we are part of German East Asia. Okay, and the legation cities are here. Okay, so Tianjin, Shanghai, Ningbo, Fuzhou, Shantou, Hong Kong are part of that. Nelson Tissler. Okay, they don't have that much, but in the face of army. But I remember that there has been a couple of important votes down the line when we were playing as Austria-Hungary. So you guys are ready? Yep. So one more of you is gonna move to here. One of you is gonna go to Ceylon, and one of you is gonna go to Djibouti. Cool, and where do we have the Spezialeinheit in Wilhelmshaven? Okay, you guys are going to be moved to Madagascar. And now we can speed it up. Construction is going well, but again, it's going to get stifled really soon. Okay, state of the economy is ongoing. The Totalist Charter. Mussolini, Valois, Herzog and other interested parties arrive in Birmingham today to discuss their common ground. It has been agreed that Maximism, I read that as Marxism, but Maximism, Sorelianism, and National Syndicalism all share basic principles of the state's primacy in the social struggle, the role of national identity within the state, and the importance of a strong central authority to preserve and build socialism. The Charter also claims the socialist state is the final stage of human development and that democracy is not necessary to achieve socialism. These statements have drawn great criticism from other socialist factions who gave it the name Totalism, as a play on totalitarian socialism, which has been eagerly accepted by Mosley, who added it to the manifesto's name, attributing it to their total commitment to socialism. The people must reject this madness. And Edward VIII crowned as King of Great Britain. George V, the last king of Great Britain and Ireland to have ruled the home isles themselves, has passed while in exile in Canada. The first Windsor king's reign shall be remembered with sorrow and sadness, as during it Britain lost both the Weltkrieg and its homeland. The crown was inherited by Edward, Prince of Wales, who now stylises himself as Edward VIII. King Edward is a vengeful and ambitious man, and not on good terms with Prime Minister Mackenzie. Prime Minister Mackenzie King. Okay, that's an interesting name. He lives on the goal of avenging his father and reconquering the home isles, and thus is quite popular among the British exiles in Canada, among others. So what's Canada like? Yeah, we got the Edward VIII here. And they got a fairly large army. And industry is not really as weak as I would expect it, so Canada might play a bigger role in this than I remember. Okay, research is ongoing. State of the economy is ongoing. Our units are moving into positions. Okay, and we are full on fuel, so I suggest we start drilling all of our navies. And we'll see how much fuel we're going to be getting from that. Yeah, I think we can start drilling all of our Air Force as well. Because we are nowhere near limits. Yep. And do any of our units actually need drilling? Nope, it doesn't seem so. Well, actually I wonder why this unit of all of them is actually requiring training. That's so weird. Okay, we're gonna get our first operative. Bruno Schäfer, tough and master interrogator. Or Hertha Schäfer, well-groomed seducer. This all the way there, huh? Hermann Giskis, demotion. No, we need someone who is going to be able to infiltrate. So let's send you to Russia, to Moscow, to spy on our enemies. I don't think we have any information about them at this point. Yeah, we barely know anything. Well, their army is fairly large though, we know that much. Okay, is our manpower growing? It is, very slow, but it is. Communal France show its true face. The Reds are clearly set to spread their poison as they have demonstrably shown during the last session of the elections. We must be prepared for anything. Nice, 10,000 extra manpower. May 1947. Well, the elections there are going to be interesting. And here we go. It's done. We finished the state of the economy and we got the Black Monday here. So, the 5th Anglo-Afghani War. Dominion of India. Okay, but this is just... You are a puppet of United Kingdom? No, you're allied with a number of states, but you're not a puppet of anyone. After the Weltkrieg, as the British Raj collapsed into turmoil and warfare, the neighboring kingdom of Afghanistan took advantage of this as an opportunity to seize Peshawar and Quetta, both border regions of the Dominion. However, the Afghani government attempted to modernize over the last decades. The Afghani government's attempts to modernize over the last decades have been met with fierce resistance from the conservative elements within the country. King Amanullah Khan now hopes to use the turmoil in Delhi following the death of George V to his advantage. By repeating the success of the Fourth Anglo-Afghan War, the king hopes to silence the conservative opposition and bring new land to the crown. However, international experts do not put much hope in the tiny mounted nation in winning this conflict. Who cares about Afghanistan? I mean, this is already extremely uneven before it even started. Black Monday. So here we go. On the 3rd of February 1936, the Berlin Stock Exchange stopped sinking. It plunged. Fueled by the instability of the market, panic selling erupted as soon as the stock market opened on Monday morning. It took well into the night for the teleprinters to stop sputtering out the results of what became known as Black Monday. When the results had been analyzed, it was clear that the situation had only got worse. The shock of this unprecedented economic catastrophe will, no doubt, be felt over the entire world. The German Golden Ages ended, for now at least. So, consumer goods factories 30%, war support lowered by 30%, construction speed by 20%, factory output by 20% lowered, base stability lowered by 10%, and world tension increased. So as I mentioned, well actually no, we still retain some factories, that's interesting. I don't think that was the case with Austria-Hungary. No, at least that's good news. And we can... start with the aftermath. Actually, we didn't read the description here, did we? It's good, really. The industry is humming along. The grain is coming in from the eastern member states of the Reichspact. Many citizens have work. It's looking up for the Kaiserreich, and it seems like nothing will be able to stop the golden age of the late Reichskanzler Tirpitz, which is already done. So we can start with the aftermath of the Black Monday. The great stock market crash of 1936, widely known as Black Monday, has already had a massive impact on German politics, culture, and society. While the damage might never be truly known, let alone fixed, we should enact reforms and recover policies to regain some of our lost capacity. So this is going to increase our stability by 5%, after which we have to make the decision: either we liquidate unprofitable estates, or we bail out the Juncker estates. And based on that, we can then make a decision. I mean, this would be you know, this wouldn't be at all a big decision if we didn't really have the construction speed penalty there, but we do. So how's the production going? Is it actually happening? Well, yeah, we're still producing. So I'm kind of surprised. I thought that the impact would be harder than when we were playing Austria-Hungary, but it seems to be milder. Sorelians elected in France. The Commune of France is the world's leading syndicalist nation. It is a federation of city communes directed by the Comité de Salut Public. I don't know. It's probably Public, maybe. Comité de Salut Public. The chief executive. Since its inception, the second commune has not been uniform in its policy. Numerous factions with their own distinct directions for France have vied for power. With revenge against Germany and the World Revolution approaching, the election of 1936 was said to be very important. The disgraced Marceau Pivert's replacement arose from the Sorelians, who not only hold a majority in the CSP. The Sorelians are orthodox syndicalists and advocate centralization with the Bourse Générale du Travail, the parliament, as the chief institution. Interesting. And run on the banks. Oh god. German citizens, panicked by the collapse of the Berlin stock market, are running to make bank runs to withdraw their assets. The banks cannot afford to give out such sums, and many are in danger of collapse. Many are clamoring for immediate government intervention to stabilize this unprecedented financial crisis. So close the banks temporarily, guarantee the holdings of private individuals, or do nothing. Do we want to sacrifice the 100 political power here? I mean, we're hoping to switch to... Yeah, but we're not gonna do anything as our war support is absolutely abysmal. So let's close the banks temporarily, we can actually do that. And the fall of the Eastern Railway. The Polish railway network, managed by the KWIP, Królewskie Koleje Wschopoprasie I Pościepu, is largely owned by the German subsidiary of the Königlich Preußische und Großherzoglich Hessische Staatseisenbahn, a Prussian government railway company. This arrangement has secured German oversight over the vital transportation route to the Oststaaten, but also required considerable funding to keep the route operable for major military deployment to the east. With a dramatically reduced need for traffic and cuts to the KPUGHSTE budget, the railway's fate is now uncertain. With thousands of railway workers unemployed, the Polish government is under tremendous pressure to buy the corporation out from the Prussian hands. This would result in the Poles taking care of the little financial losses, but our military questions how safe it would be to entrust the Poles with the ownership of the most vital route in Middle Europa. Is it though? Let me see. No, actually it is. Yeah, that's the main line basically. We have bigger issues. An investment chance in Poland. Save it, no matter. It is a matter of national security. Okay, it is a matter of national security. And on that note, we are going to end the episode. As I mentioned, we started, and as I expected, we already got hit pretty hard. But it seems like we are chugging along nicely. Much better than I actually expected. So this is not a lost cause and not lost months. We are soon going to be able to do stuff. Actually, I think that at this point we might even be able to start recruiting some infantry divisions. Yep. Not more than one division at a time. Or maybe? Yeah, I think we could recruit two divisions at once. Okay, so let's start training army divisions. I mean, we don't really have the manpower for that, but we'll just keep chugging along. Oh wow, the recruitable actually went up. Well, we'll see how it's gonna go. For now, we can increase the army count, and I'm gonna relegate these to strengthen our current armies. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. See you in the next episode.